Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle to Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll go play action. Howell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They go play action with Howell. And he's got his man on the out route. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Faking the handoff. Howell. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Over the middle, it's complete. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off play action. It's Howell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Howell from the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And here's a give to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Commanders 14, Bengals nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape? The way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here we go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
11 empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First down 10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 14, Bengals nothing.
Gun.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
12. 11.
Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete.
huge play there for Washington. 66 yards.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TV. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first-half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Powell going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Powell down to throw it.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Commanders 21, Bengals 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Howell throwing on third down here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Fourth down. Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They're passing here. Joe Burrow out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins from 8 yards out as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Howell throwing again after the pick six. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Howell to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on second and long. Powell. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing after the interception. Powell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Pulls it in at the 13. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Powell throwing on first down here.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. To throw again on second down. Powell. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow able to find Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Now Burrow.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11, Tommy.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Ready? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11, MP, take. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down, Howell now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. There's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
11 Thomas.
Mixon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On 1, right? 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10, Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here we go.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
11.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but... man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Running left, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go. Here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Now, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.